All right, today we're going to tackle a huge idea about money, one that might actually be holding you back from real financial freedom. We're talking about the massive difference between having money and actually building wealth. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Okay, let's kick things off with a little choice. It sounds super simple, but trust me, your answer here, it's going to say a lot about how you think about money. So, what's it going to be? $1,000 right here, right now, or $50 a month every single month for the rest of your life? Now be honest. Most people, they take $1,000 today, and that instinct, right? That pull for the immediate cash, that's exactly what we're diving into. It's one of the biggest reasons people can work so hard their whole lives and never really build lasting wealth.
And this right here, this gets to the absolute heart of the problem. It's probably the biggest lie we're ever told about money, that money is something you hold. You know, the cash in your pocket, the number you see in your bank account. But that's a huge misunderstanding of what money is even for.
I mean, think about it. We're all conditioned to look for money in these obvious spots, right? Your bank balance, that paycheck that hits every 2 weeks, the cash you pull from an ATM. We look at our salary as the final score. But really, all of those things are just snapshots. They're not the full movie of your financial life.
That's because real money, the stuff that builds actual wealth, it hides. It isn't just sitting there out in the open. It's active, it's working, and it's usually tucked away in places most people just never think to look.
So if you're ready to go find it to actually change how your financial future looks, then you're going to want to subscribe to Finance Talk. We're just getting started.
Okay, so before we pull back the curtain on where this wealth is hiding, let's get on the same page about what money even is. Fundamentally, it's a store of value. It's like a battery. You put in your time, your effort, your energy, you charge it up, and it holds that value so you can use it later.
And here is the absolute game changer. Money is not wealth. It's just a claim on value. Think of it like a ticket at a coat check. The ticket isn't the coat, right? It just lets you get the coat. Once that clicks, everything changes. You stop chasing the tickets and you start trying to own the actual coats.
Which brings us to what I like to call the income trap. This is probably the most common financial trap out there. This idea that a bigger paycheck automatically means you're building more wealth. But here's the truth about your income. It's not where wealth hides. Your income is just the beginning. It's the starting line, not the finish line. It's simply the fuel you get to build the engine.
All right, so if real wealth isn't just about a bigger salary, then where the heck is it? Well, it hides in two places: assets and systems. Let's break down what that actually means.
Okay, so what's an asset? Super simple definition. It's something that produces money for you, even when you're not working. This is it. This is the bedrock of building wealth. It's about your money working hard for you, instead of you always having to work hard for your money.
And what does that look like in the real world? Well, it could be a rental property that's sending you a check every month, or a business that pretty much runs itself, or stocks that pay out dividends, or even, a digital product that's making sales while you're asleep. The key thing they all have in common, they produce cash flow.
Seriously, getting this idea is the key that unlocks the whole thing. If this is starting to click for you, do me a favor and hit that like button, and definitely subscribe to Finance Talk, because you're not going to want to miss what comes next.
Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine two friends, okay? They both start out making $2,000 a month. Now, person A, every time they get a raise, they upgrade their lifestyle. Nicer car, bigger apartment. But person B, they take $500 every month and they buy assets. Fast forward a couple of years. Person A is still on that same treadmill, working for their money. But person B, they now have money working for them. That's the fork in the road.
But here's where it gets really interesting, because there's a whole other level that most people just completely miss. The richest people in the world, they don't just own assets, they own systems.
Think of it like this. We all start at level 1, trading our personal effort for money. Level 2 is when you start owning assets, making that first big leap. But the final boss, level 3, that's when you build systems that produce and manage assets for you at scale. That's where things really take off.
And getting to that level, well, it takes a huge mental shift. You have to go from thinking like an employee to thinking like an owner. And it all starts by asking yourself a totally different question.
Check this out. The old question, the one most of us ask is, how do I earn more money? See? It's all about trading your labor. But the new question, the powerful one, is how do I build something that makes money without me? That one little change shifts your entire focus. It's the difference between being an ingredient and owning the entire restaurant.
Because at the end of the day, this is where money flows. It's like gravity. Money flows to value. It flows to ownership. And it flows to scalable systems. Period.
So, remember, money isn't that number you see on your phone's banking app. That's just cash waiting for a job to do. Real wealth is what you own behind the scenes, the assets, the systems that are working for you around the clock.
So I guess the real question for you is, are you chasing money or are you building a machine that makes money? Because your answer to that really is going to decide your entire financial future.
It's kind of funny, isn't it? The more you understand how money really works, the less you actually have to chase it. So if you want to learn how to do just that, how to build real wealth, make sure you subscribe to Finance Talk. We've got a lot more to cover.